So today, mainly we are trying to cover these points like running tests in parallel, configuring a browser like headed or headless mode, and we'll try to learn how to we configure some settings in the Playwright configure file, and we'll check like how we'll be able to test our how we'll be able to our test in multiple browsers. So the first thing we have to run the all the tests in a parallel mode. So we have this command npx playwright test hyphen workers is equal to 4. Like it will run all the test in it will run our test with the 4 workers. That means we are able to see the 4 parallel browsers. Just a second. So I just added hyphen workers is equal to 4. So you can be see there are 24 tests are there and it will be execute with 4 workers. And it is running in a headless mode. So you are not able to see the execution. For this, we have one command hyphen headed. So you are able to see like 4 parallel browsers are open and all the tests are running parallelly on the browser. So this is the motto I want to show you. It will run all the commands. I'm just dropping this one. And again, we can configure this thing related to workers in our playwright configure file also. So once you run that playwright installation command, right? So we have this line in our configure file. So here you can be see like workers are there, right? So it will be use a single processor and the workers are undefined. So here we can be specify how many workers we have to use for the running this script. So I'm just adding 5. So let's run now. I'm just adding an explainer test example headed. Here you are able to see like 5 workers that opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we just managing this from the configure file. So I just remove that worker related thing and we'll just stop this execution by pressing Ctrl C. After that, we have uh, uh, we want to run our script in headless or headed mode. As we know, like by default, when we enter in command in the terminal, then that is considering as a headless mode. And for the running header, we just added hyphen header in the command. All right. This is from the command line through the terminal. But if we want to fix this setting, we'll use this things like launch option, Ux headless. So here you can be see in the it is specific for the specific browsers. So here I can be add that launch options in the use case. Yeah, here it is. There is a next example. Yeah, in the use cases after the comma, in the use cases after this device, we are able to enter this launch option facility. Here it is. So it will launch our browser with headless mode always, and it will always open our browser in a maximize. more. So after that, we have you are able to see this in your default configure file. You have to just change with this one. And after that, we have this Playwright configure file things like we are able to configure the browser's test settings and timeout retries. So let's talk about the browser configurations. So now you are able to see these three types of browsers are there: Chromium, Firefox, WebKit, right? So you can be kept whichever browser you want to run, and you can be keep other browsers in a command. So it will consider that browser only. So this is the one thing. Again, we are able to test in a mobile viewport like mobile Chrome, mobile Safari. We have this option. We can test our all the automation scripts on our mobile view also. This is a fix. This is a Playwright provided browsers, right? So this is actual browsers. We are able to open our tests in actual browser also. Yeah. So after that, test settings. So everyone kept a default test directory that is ./test while installing this Playwright. At that time, you can be changed with another test directory, and it will be reflect here. But if you want to keep your test in another folder, you can be create that folder and you can be, give the exact directory here, and it will be consider the test from that folder only. And timeouts. Uh, So we have the timeouts like if suppose if any test can taking more time, so we can be give the timeout like we can be give 60 seconds timeout within 60 seconds that only should be executed completely or else that should be fail. You can also provide the timeouts also and it will be retries. Uh, it will be retry. Here it is retries. Like it will be retry two times. Every test will be checked with two processors. So after that, we have playwright reports and screenshot things where we'll be uh, looking on the generating the test reports, capturing the screenshots, and recording the test execution and capturing the screenshots in a test. So to generate a report, we are in the command in the terminal, we are just passing hyphen report equal to HTML. This is a type of report where in which format we want to report. There are lots of report types. HTML reporters are there. Uh, JSON report are there. Some advanced report are also there. Like Allure report are there. So, but we mainly using this HTML report, HTML reports because by from that report we are able to we easily understand what exactly happened in that report in the text execution. So it will run all the tests, and at the end, if you provided this hyphen report is equal to HTML, it will directly give you the this command to see the your report, which is npx playwright show report. So we will wait for this to complete, and we'll check that command is working or not. And after that, we have the screenshots. But let's see the report first. Out of 24, 20 are executed. 22, yeah. So all are executed. We haven't added that hyphen added. That's why this is running in a headless mode. So it is again suggesting you to see a report. You can use this command. Playwright, npx playwright test report. Okay, we have total 24 tests. From that, 24 is passed, zero is failed. Flaky test is there. Flaky means like sometime based on the execution, sometimes that is pass, and but if we run that test again, then it will be pass. That test called as flaky test. And the skip option also there. Zero are skipped. So we can be introduce this word in our test. Like after the test, we can be pass this skip. So it will be not consider this test for the execution. It will be skip this test. So once we execute this type of test, it will be shown here how many are skipped. In this report, you are able to see like in the login uh, how many like hooks and how many like locators and commands we have used. It will show the detail the things. So after that, if you want to come back to all tests, you can be just click here, and you will be able to see the complete all the test. Yeah. So this is about the Playwright report. And after that, capturing the screenshot. So in every step, we are able to take a screenshot of that step with help of this line await page dot screenshot, and where we'll pass the path and the name of that screenshot in which name that should be saved. So here you can see this is my first. Yeah. So here you can be pass whatever mentioned in that PPT, but it will be save that screenshot outside the complete directory. So if you want a specific location, so that time you can be pass this like inside the screenshot that uh, uh, screenshot should be saved. And here one more trick is there. Like sometimes what happen, like it will give error. Like if you trying to save the same file in the same directory, it will sometimes give that error. So with help of this timestamp, timestamps means like based on the today's date and current time, I'm just saving that test. So inside this, I just created this screenshot folder, but let's delete this one and you'll be see the exact execution of this one. Yeah. So currently here is nothing like a screenshots folder there. So I just started execution. So here a screenshot folder is generated, and inside that you can be able to see the whatever the screenshot we captured at that point. So this is about the screenshots, and we uh, we are able to configure this screenshot related stuffs in our configure file. Let's show you. So here is our playwright configure.js file. Inside that we have this use block. Inside that we can be passed the screenshot the parameter with the status as on. There are different statuses of the screenshot. Like it will if we keep it as on, and then it means it will always take the screenshot whether your test pass or fail. And if you pass as off, then it means it will take a screenshot based on the test failure, and you can be see like only on failure, like it will take the screenshot only on the if any of the tests are failed. Off means it will not take a screenshot. Yeah. And again we are able to pass this in a specific directory where we want to save with like here we in for the report we just have to pass this output directory parameter in this format. Then we are able to store in the specific folder. After that, we have this recording our test execution. So for this, we have this. We are able to record a complete test execution with help of this video parameter, which is passed inside same use block with here we passed as off, right? So we have to pass just on. So it will also save this video inside our specific directory. So, and this is another thing, output directory. If we want to customize our specific directory, then we can be passed like Playwright hyphen videos. This is the custom output directory where our all the videos and screenshot will be saved if you not uh, passed in a specific output directory. And about yeah, I forgot to tell about this. Yeah, uh, that worker related things are worked only when this fully parallel parameter are passed with true. If that passed with false, whatever the worker we have passed, it will just take the only one worker because we Playwright consider only one worker by default. Yeah, and so this is it will generate a report in outside directory. So if you want to save that report in a specific directory, we can use this one. Yes, we want the report in the HTML format, and we want that report should not open uh, based on the all execution. Here you can be passed as open as is. Then after execution, we don't need to execute the npx playwright show report command. It will always show you a report. And to storing this report, we are using this directory, playwright report. So I can show you based on a test execution how it is saving. So I just deleted that playwright report and let's run any screen, any test. So here you can be see there is a playwright report folder generated. Yeah, it is generating in a multiple browsers. That's why it's to open to twice. Here is the playwright report, and our report is saved in this file index.html. You can you can refresh this playwright report, and you are able to see a single test is there. So the main thing know about this playwright configuration, terminal, and our test section extension is like. So if whatever we entered in our configure file, like suppose we entered uh, in the configure file, suppose we enter fully parallel as a true and we passed as a 10 worker, and if we run in the terminal, then it will consider whatever workers we have entered. It is not considering whatever we mention in our exact configure file. And one more thing is there, if we running our test with help of this playwright play button, so it will consider the configuration which we configured in a playwright. Here it is, the playwright extension configuration is there. It will consider only Chromium. If you want to three, we have to just mark this other browser also. And here you can be see like show browser marked as tick. If we uncheck this, it will not show any browser execution. So we have to very careful like in which through which way we are executing our test, either from the test extension, either from the terminal, or either from the with whatever we mention in the configure file. So that's all about this playwright report and these stuffs. If you have any doubt, you can be asked now, or else you can be asked after Kanayat's training on CICD.
Sure, Omkar. Thank you for sharing that wonderful knowledge.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Can you add Srinivas over here on this call?
Yeah, sure. I can start your training because Srinivas needs some time to join call.
Okay, no worries. So, okay, guys, so today I will be speaking about the CICD, what we need CICD in testing. Okay, so CICD is nothing but is a modern software development practice that enables team to deliver code. Okay, changes more frequently and reliably. From a testing perspective, CICD plays a crucial role in ensuring faster feedback, higher quality, and reduce manager.
Are you shared your screen?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, please share.
Okay, this will be only a theoretical knowledge, okay, because I don't have access to the code right now, so I can't show you the entire flow of the CI/CD, like how things work over there. Okay, so I will be giving just a brief introduction about the CI/CD, what exactly the CI/CD is, why we use CI/CD. Okay, so in continuous integration, developers frequently merge code into a shared repository. So when let's say in a company, multiple developers are working in the same company, right? So they are merging their code in a particular place. So that is something called repository, and with which merge automated build. And so in that repository, tester and developer will merging their code and try to, let's say you have written a code for a e-commerce website and you have mentioned all the code in a same repository. Let's say you have one build. So before deploying that build to the tester, we first integrate our testing build over there. So it will check for your build, like whether that build is stable or not. If the build is stable, then it will given to the tester so that they can perform further testing on it. So that is a main idea about the CI/CD actually. Okay, and basically, we have a few flows in the pipeline. So that is a code commit. First, we commit our code, and there's a build process. Okay, so once the build is processed, then it will automatically pick up the automated test code that we have in the repository. Okay, if the code is stable or if the build is stable, then it will go to the production or the other stages. And so these are type of testing we can perform on the CI/CD. The first thing is unit testing. So unit testing majorly done by the developer. And we have got integration testing where a multiple system are integrated together and tested together. And we can perform API testing as well. Okay. And another we have UI testing. For example, we can perform Selenium. We can perform that UI testing with the help of Selenium. And plus we can take a help of Playwright also. And we can perform performance testing over there. Security testing is also there, but I don't have much knowledge about it, so I won't discuss this thing. Benefit of security testing is like defect detection. Let's say you have some bug in the current build and you started testing on it, and later on you found that there's a bug in the application. That the bug is not stable. So it's total waste of time, right? So that is why it's very useful. You should deploy your code in the CI/CD. So in the earlier stage only, we can get that whether the build is stable or not, and we can have the faster release cycle also, better collaboration with the team. Okay, reduce manual effort because we are not going to test the entire build manually. So it is totally automated. And second, we have challenges in CI/CD testing. So majorly, what are the challenge we face in the testing, like flaky test cases? Let's say, so few times ago, Omkar was saying that talking about the flaky test cases. So sometimes what happens is like if you are running the test cases, so sometimes it will run on a first row. In second run, it may fail. So in that case, we call it as a flaky test cases. Okay. So sometimes it will run, sometimes it will pass, sometimes it will fail. That's what we call it flaky test. Test data management is easy in CI/CD because instead of writing the test management, maintaining your test data locally, it's better to use CI/CD pipeline. So where you can maintain all the data at the same place, and we can maintain the environment setup also. Let's say you have multiple environment like dev, QA, or UAT. So it's very easy on the CI/CD pipeline to maintain the. Let's say you have a code on the CI/CD dev and you want to deploy in the QA environment. So it's quite easy over there. And so And this best practice, let's talk about the best practice that we have in CICD, like we can maintain the fast web advertisers. Okay, let's say you have written the whole, you created the test framework for the entire web application, and it is deployed over the, or the main, like on the repository or the Git. So it will be very easy to maintain your code over there instead of maintaining the code in the local repository, because multiple users or multiple developers or multiple testers are working there in a parallel fashion. And we can perform a parallel test execution also, wherein now we will be executing our all the test cases in parallel. So it will save a lot of time. Let's say you have 100 test cases, we want to execute all of them at the same time. So in that case, this parallel test execution is very handy. And we have something called CICD tool stacks. So, so that we have CI servers like Jenkins, GitHub that I was talking about, and testing, like we perform different testing also, like PyTest, Selenium, Postman, code quality like SonarQube, containerization like Docker, deployment like Kubernetes or ROCD. So these are the sort of, so this is just a brief introduction about the CI/CD actually. Okay. Srinivas, you can take it from here actually if you want to discuss something, like if you have some thing to show practically.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, yeah, Tim. So basically, this CICD will be set up, will be done by the DevOps team. So you just need to provide the information how they are doing manually inside your local. So based on that, we will integrate the testings, everything inside the automation. So that's how CICD works here. So Omkar, you have explained how the Playwright works and everything, all right? Only the CICD integration you need, right?
Yes, Reno.
Okay. Yeah, let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Srinivas.
Yes, yeah.
Mm. So you have explained all these Playwright test cases, how you are written, and what is the configuration and all, everything, right?
Yes, yes, Reno.
Okay. So basically, this CSCD means whatever you have done manually, so without doing any manual things, we have automated it. So whenever you push the code into the repo, like you have introduced any new test cases, you added any new test cases. So every time you don't need to run and do here, come here and do the manual deployment, manual things, and we need to run everything. So everything will be automated. If it is a new test case added, it will check that new test case also, and then it will give the results for the Q automation test case results. So let me give it, check the pipeline. So this is the pipeline stages. How are we going to do that? So first thing, it will pull the code from the repo, the latest code, whatever that have been pushed by the developers or the QA team. And then we are using our own NPM authentications libraries inside the Azure DevOps. So for that authentication, we are processing. After that, yeah, the codes here, yeah, you can see, right? So the test cases will start, the automation test cases. Here, the team has written 146 test cases for that, and they are using the Chromium browser. So whatever the code that is written here, the code will be executed. So uh, once every time it will test that all the test cases, and it will generate the report at the end of it. So it will test all the test cases, whether if it is failing, whether if it is giving successful, yeah, everything it will count, and it will generate a report, and then it will publish into the pipeline. Here they are publishing into their pipeline as a in a HTML page. So here, if you go to the pipeline, there will be a published item will be there. So here you can download that HTML, or you can, and you can check that. So out of 146, 134 have passed, 131 has passed, 3 failed, and skipped 12. So overall, the report will be generated and it will be published inside the pipeline. So everyone can go there and download that, or they can check it. And then based on that, they can work on it and they can push the changes. So every time you don't need to go into the local and run all these test steps. You can push the code and write the test case and you can check it here. So any doubts? You don't need to implement this, but as a DevOps person, we need the information how you're learning things in your local, like the framework, what are the tools that we need to install, and how you're going to execute the scripts. All, or if any one needs to be integrated or one needs to be tested, how are we going to test that? So there are multiple scenarios are there. We have tested everything and we have integrated into the pipeline whatever the code that is written. Any doubts?
Yes, Rini. So actually, I have one doubt here. So if you want to
Yeah.
install, let's say this code is dependent on the Playwright, right?
Yes.
And Playwright is a part of Microsoft, I guess. So do we need to install any packages over here, the DevOps or in the pipeline?
Yes. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the framework that you are installing in your local, right?
Yeah.
We need to install the playwrights and we need to install the browsers, what are the dependencies, configurations, everything we need to install.
Okay. Okay. As we like doing in the local system.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you are doing manual things, we will do the same steps, but with the automation. So every time you don't need to go there and run all the steps again.
Right. Right. Got it.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
for this, I think the main thing is Playwright framework we need to install, and then I think the browsers we need to install. I think these are the two major things that we have installed. And one more thing, this test cases for this project, everything is internal. So outside of this network, the client network, the URLs, whatever it will not, it won't work. So for
Okay.
that, this this CICD is integrated with a self-hosted agent. So within the DDMO network, we have created one virtual network, virtual machine. So there we have integrated into the pipeline, and then we are using that. So normal, the Azure hosted agents, if we install right, all the test cases will fail because the URLs won't work inside that Azure hosted agent.
Okay, Srinivasan, correct. Yeah. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone? Any doubt?
Even if you have any doubt, you can just ping us up and then the same group or one-to-one. Like if you want any information.
Yeah. Uh, okay, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Srinivas, for,
Yeah.
to join this call.
Thanks,
Yeah, we
thanks
are.
everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be wind up this call. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.